Barely 6 weeks after the gruesome murder of Olu of Agodo, Oba Aginde Odetola in Ewekoro, local government area of Ogun State, unknown assailants again reportedly early Monday morning burnt to death Chief Akin Muideen, Baale of Olowe, Gbagura in Abeokuta North local government area. It was gathered that the community head had gone out to observe the Islamic morning prayer, where fire was discovered within his compound. Family sources said the man was killed by some unknown persons who they said broke a window to gain access to where the man was assassinated. They are of the belief that the assailants set the man on fire after killing him. It was gathered that the deceased Baale currently had an issue with some people over land matters. It was gathered that the village head was recently arrested and arraigned for his alleged involvement in a tussle with some individuals claiming ownership of a land he was equally laying claim to. The village head, who was expected to appear in court on March 15, had reportedly commenced the amicable resolution of the matter before his death on Monday morning. One of his wives, Silifat, while confirming the incident, said she was returning from the mosque around 6 a.m. when she saw fire blowing from their compound. She said, "When I saw the fire, I shouted. I didn't know what was happening. I rushed down, only to discover that my husband was on fire, already dead. We later found out that a window at the back of the house was broken. We didn't know who killed him," Silifa said. His second wife, again, Iyabode, said she slept in the same room with her husband, saying her husband left the room at dawn to urinate and pray as usual. He used to pray every morning, so he went out around 6 a.m. to urinate and prepare for prayer. After about 15 minutes, I heard my senior wife shouting, "Fire, fire." I rushed out to discover that it was Baale that was on fire. He didn't go out with fire or matches. We don't even know who did this, Iyabode explained. Speaking, Seriki of Olowe, Chief Kazim Dauda, while condemning the incident, explained that there was an issue between the Baale and some individuals. He said, "I got a call this morning that he burnt himself to death. I said, how come? But when I got here, we discovered the window was broken. He couldn't have burnt himself like that," the Seriki said. "Few days ago, I was here with him to talk to him not to panic about the case in court. Some people have been claiming ownership of his land. He was even arrested and granted bail in court. He was supposed to be in court again on the 15th of March. He was a gentleman. This would be the first time he would have an issue with anyone." Reacting to the incident, the state commander of Amotekun Corps, David Akinremi, described the incident as very unfortunate, saying that no reasonable person should expect such to happen. "Differences should not be settled with violence. That is why we have security agencies and courts of law to settle any differences between the people. Though we learned that the late village head was involved in land matter, but as security agencies, we will not limit our investigation to land issue alone. We will extend our investigation to other areas." Akinremi added that the state commander of Amotekun will collaborate with other security agencies in the state to unravel circumstances surrounding the matter. Meanwhile, when contacted, the police public relations officer for the state command, DSP Abimbola Oyeyemi, said he had not been briefed about the incident. Hours later, Oyeyemi said he could not contact the DPO of Imala for details about the incident. He said, "I will call you back when I contact the DPO of Imala," Oyeyemi promised. Okay, so they already have these people, what do they call them? Amotekun in Ogun State. Well, that being said, this is serious. So those who always derive pleasure in taking other people's lives, I don't know, I always ask this question: if they do that to you, will you be happy? Will you be happy irrespective of anything? You want to take other people's lives. If your life is to be taken, will you be happy somebody wants to take your life? But you can, those who are involved in that such act, they can quickly react and want to do that to other people, which is very, very bad. What you know that can be done to you and you are not going to be happy about it, why do it to other people? Because they've lost their conscience. Very bad, but people are heartless. Why doing this? May his soul rest in perfect peace. This is a sad news, a sad one indeed. So barbaric. The government should please devise a means of apprehending criminals. Somebody cannot just commit this heinous crime and get away with it. It is unacceptable. What are people thinking? What is the orientation? Is it as a result of poverty or what? Many obas of such may or can still happen because in the olden days, obas are enthroned by the community priests, villagers or towns people. But now they are not put on the throne by politicians the way they like, which make them powerless because they don't follow protocol anymore. You dare not harass oba or community leaders in the olden days, which is true. You can't even go near there. And again, come to think of it, now they water down everything. I think in those days they used to have guards, all those guards. But now even we talk about it, we don't have enough police. But at least all those people, they should be able to have a police. But even not even police, we are talking of the real guards, irrespective of whatever. Because even all those small ballet or whatever, they always have guards. Well, this is what it is, though. It's just unfortunate. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Can imagine. Well, the issue is that, but now everything has scattered because they don't have power. They must be arrested for the atrocity they committed. Those who were involved in that, they must be arrested. Heinous commitment or crime, they shall not go scot-free. I hope they will be able to get the perpetrators, because like we just heard, not quite long, it had happened before. That one, it was a different thing. We don't know what really happened, but ask me whether they have been able to do any form of investigation regards to that. This one is happening now. Before you could say Jack Robinson, everything will be swept under the carpet. Nobody is safe. Lord, have mercy on Nigeria. This is very barbaric. In a country that has a government, democratically elected government, that thing can be sweet for their mouth. It's a government that is democratically elected, but a lot of nonsense will be happening, and you begin to wonder, are we safe in this country? Fear Ogun State. Seriously, there's more to this story because you no get at all. Second wife slept in the same room with him. First wife shouting fire. After 15 minutes, he came out to see the window was removed to gain entrance. It is well, oh. If they are ready to do the thorough investigation, we'll be able to find out what actually happened. But the whole thing is dicey.